show you what I did here to see if it'll help you in the future. So, anyways, I guess we're editing these ones for people in the background, and I'm going to show you what I did as far as color and stuff too. It looks like their skin and everything's great, like whatever you did. I'm just editing large format photos, not the actual one. So you can see over here on the right. Hold on. Okay. Get my tool up here so you can see what I'm doing. Okay, so to the right, you can see. So the things that I've changed over here, it was just nothing because again, when you import a file, this is all zeroed. So you can see what I've done. Like the highlights I brought way down. So we'll go back to where they were, about 80, negative 80. And then I had to, obviously, that's what it looked like when I brought the highlights down. And then I brought these up to, I think it was 60. And then I came up +8 on the blue into yellow because it just, again, or 9, anywhere in that range. So I pulled some whites as well down, but you can see it's, I don't know, it's just more warm. This is kind of like what I liked. And then there were people here that I just covered up. And again, if you have enough of this line here, I'm going to show you in another photo. You just bring it over and do the best you can with it. So let's go do that photo. So this photo before looked like this, which again is fine. And that's, again, in my eye changes daily, but right now this looks good to me. Let's go to like a worst case scenario so I can show you what I do for stuff. So you can look over here and see what I did again. This one was just weird color. Well, let's go to this one. So original, and then I just lighten it up a little bit. I also, you can see some purple. So when you see red or purple in the skin, if you come down here, I've dropped the purple and magenta in the red just to make it, less red in the face. But let's take a look at this one. I'm going to turn this little red thing off for a second because I'm going to be editing. You can maybe see my brush here. So immediately I'll just go down, and my tool is set. This is usually up a bit so it's not too harsh so you don't see the edge of the circle. The further it's this way, the less of the circle, less harshness of the circle is. So for me, I try to start down. So I would, let's see where the computer puts it. So you click on it and it's here. It's obviously doesn't line up. Since these shadows over here line up, I'm just gonna line these shadows up and make him, so I'll do that one first and then I'll come over here and then it goes down the line. See how it's pretty easy. And then I just go down the line again and offset it. So you're changing the line. So anyway, it looks more natural. Like it literally doesn't matter where any of this stuff goes. And that's good enough. And then this guy, again, you're gonna have to get creative. And then these people, I would just go left, just left of this. And again, just kind of, it doesn't really matter. This is all blurred over here. You don't want this coming into her arm too much, and you can harden that a little bit to make it come over a little bit more. And I think that gets enough of them away. And then I come up here, there's this little head. And it's funny, it took that guy's head right over there, which is silliness. Computer sucks sometimes. And I might do this with this guy. Again, as long as you're finding similar greenery. And just for fun, let's see if we can move these stairs down a little more. Where'd you go? I lost my bubble. Anyways, no one's gonna notice that, most likely. And as long as the roof line kind of matches over here, no one cares. Go really small with this and just, you know, get rid of that guy. It doesn't even matter, he's so far away. What's really... So the key is just lining up similar. I'm sure you've done this. It's a lot easier in Photoshop, but I like to stay out of it if I can, and that's enough for this photo. Like, they're probably not going to notice. Like, there's a little here. This, I mean, if you really want to get detailed, you could sometimes, what I do, this is going to follow her arm, so I'll move this out of the way and do a little one right following the arm. Come around that hair, and then and see how it's overlapping. Just, you can either move it with the arrow, which is what I'll choose to do, and then move this guy back over. Until it catches up. It's kind of funny how, I don't know what it's doing now. I don't know why it's doing that. I don't know what this line is here. Well, let's delete that. Is that what I just did, you think? Try it again. Computer's stupid. Okay, I have no idea why it's putting that line there. It shouldn't be. Does not like overlapping this one. Let's try it again. And for some reason it did not like what I was doing there. But this is going to be fine. Could have done it faster in Photoshop, but you get the idea. Like if there was only one person there, it'd be easy to fix that quickly. In fact, like this here, since they're so blurry, again, going into Photoshop takes time. So if you can, we don't want it to be that harsh. So if you can do it in here, it's best. Problem with this is there's not enough, there's more of this crap than any green, so this is where it gets difficult. Like you honestly have to do a lot of small. So in this one, I would see right away that that's more difficult and go to edit. These shouldn't really, like, I don't know. Becky wanted me to do edit this, so I'm doing it. But we could probably get away with not editing something like this. So just want to show you a technique, and it's okay. It's those are like your canvas. You can overlap greens. It's fine. It's just like you're a painter, kind of. Hopefully this video isn't too long and boring you to death, but I'm just basically taking colors from all this green and go up here and bring it down. Over here, I'm moving it constantly. And now you come up to here and you can use the edge of it up here and come down. Now use the edge again to give it kind of a continuous. Just come up here, bring it down. Just want to get rid of all the hints of people. And typically I only do this if people ask for it and we charge them. See it now. For this, I like to, wherever there's a line, you just try to find it and then come down off of it. And that's good enough. File, save. Come back in here. Now, you see how it's almost like kind of spotty where you copied things. So I didn't X out of it, it's still here. So now I'm like, okay. Come back over here, make this brush a little bigger. This is just your brush with the hardness. And you make it nice and big. and it's just, you know, you probably use it. It just blends things. So if you have like things repeating, that's an obvious. It also blends into, like, you can literally just go over. Nobody cares. Even take some light, put some light back in this side. Anyway, that's plenty good. So it takes out some of the choppiness. Just smoothed it a little, whatever, it's fine. And now that's a new copy. That's before and after. That was one of the harder ones because they were all blurring together. To avoid this, I would have just turned them with you to the left, and then all you would have had was nothing over here and just all this nothingness in the background, which would be ideal. Anyway, hopefully this wasn't too long.